All right, here we are. Sugarloaf Ridge and Goose Pond Conservation Area. Today, I'm taking this trail up to Big Sugarloaf, 1370 feet. I am bypassing Little Sugarloaf. That's I mean, you could go by there, but I'm just gonna stick to Big Sugarloaf today. I can always come back and do it another time. I did know there was another parking spot over there, whatever road. Hebron, Ohio, Buckeye Lake. Let's see here. So this is the Elwell Trail. That's right, yes, that's where I parked. This is the Elwell Trail. And then this would be the Goose Pond Elwell Link Trail. And then this will be back to the Elwell Trail to Big Sugarloaf. Donations. $4 donation. Man, you know, I'd like to, but I'm a little tapped right now. Who carries cash? Do they take credit cards? I don't think they take credit cards. All right. It's locked. Darn it. It's locked. I guess we can't go hiking today. See, the arrow goes this way. Well, I'm going to go around. I'm going to break the law. Oh, that was weird. I had something in my mouth. Here we go. Already, we got a fork in the road. Let's see what we got here. Mount Cardigan, 12.5 miles. That'd be a nice hike. Mowgli's, Oregon. What? That's 7 miles to Oregon? I don't think so. Bear Mountain, gorgeous. Been there. Big Sugarloaf, Little Sugarloaf, Goose Pond, Elwell Trail, 100, I guess that says 100 feet or 100 inches. All right, here we go. Yellow blazing up the Elwell Trail. Looks like it's going to be very well marked. There was a rainstorm a little while ago, just passed by. Little Sugarloaf, Big Sugarloaf Mountains, Goose Pond. So I take it we're going this way. That goes somewhere, but there was no arrow sign that said what's going that way. Beautiful forest. So anyway, there was a rainstorm slowly crossing New Hampshire from west to east, as storms usually go. And I was waiting for it. And the rain never came, kept getting delayed a while. I finally took off. And on the way here, but actually it was like 3 minutes out of my driveway. Massive rain. But it only lasted like 5 minutes. That was it. And then there was blue skies ahead. And this rain brought with it, wow, this is really funky. A lot of ferns, more ferns than I've seen on a hike before in New Hampshire. I've only been on like 10 so far, maybe. The rain ended, there was blue sky ahead. Oh, the rain brought with it cold front. Didn't take long to get a nice little uphill section here. Trail wants to torture me already. So the rain, actually the cold front was, just ahead of the rain, because we had a high temperature today of 81 at about 12:30 in the afternoon, 12:30-ish, 81 degrees, and then it slowly started going down after 12:30. Obviously from 81 you go to 80. It was about 79 when I left. Now, drum roll please, Look at that, 69 degrees. And with a really nice wind. It feels great out here. It is not hot whatsoever. I've not encountered any fly net mosquitoes whatsoever yet. And this is beautiful. It's not totally sunny, actually not very sunny at all. It's pretty, I wouldn't say it's overcast, but it's mostly cloudy. And trail's damp. It's definitely wet. Oh, there's some sun peeking through. Well, that was quick. Not really going to hear the sounds of nature today too much. Just going to hear the sound of wind. That's cool. It's the only thing when it's wet, it's going to make sections of trail on rock like this perhaps a little slippery. Although that was no problem. We'll see. Here we go. Total elevation gain today should be neighborhood of 900 feet ish, give or take 100. We'll see how accurate the All Trails website and app is. So that's an orange down there, man. This looks like some kind of access road. Used to be once upon a time. Maybe a logging road. No rock walls so far. Very interesting. There's always a rock wall. We'll see what comes. We'll see what's ahead. Fork in the road. Goose Pond. Sugarloaf we go. Yellow blazing on. Beautiful. Love it up here. Wow. That's a massive glacial deposit. Holy cow. Some big rocks. Then again, what's the big deal? This is New Hampshire. Wow. A whole bunch of them. Very cool. Very cool. Uphill. So this is interesting, and this is a first for me. Above the yellow blaze, there's a reflector. Little itty bitty reflector. About 1 by a half inch. Perhaps, this is just merely a guess, if anybody wants to come up here when it's dark, I'm sure there's more ahead. If anybody wants to come up here while it's dark, you get to see the reflection. Maybe easier than the blaze itself. But the question is, who'd want to come up here at night? Well, it wouldn't necessarily have to be at night. It could be before the sun comes up. Because there might be a great viewpoint up here of the lake. And the sun would come up on the eastern edge of the lake, and it might make for an absolutely amazing sunrise. So I could see how the reflectors make sense if there are indeed people who wake up that ungodly early to go for a hike before dawn using a headlamp to light their way. Ah, yes. Great view of the lake coming into view. Great view of the lake coming into view. Shouldn't use the word view twice there. Gonna only get better the further up I go. Snowshoe. Snowshoe that away. There's a red reflector as well. Which way does yellow go? Okay. Down the rock here. And up the rock there. That's the trail. So there's a beach down there, and for a moment I thought that was an island, but no, that's not. That is Wellington State Park, and that is the beach at Wellington. Cost you a few bucks to get in, and they got showers, I believe, bathrooms. They might have like a playground, picnic area, all that good stuff. Wellington State Park, which this hike is, you know, potentially part of Wellington State Park, although the sign said something conservation area. But could a conservation area be located within a state park? That's a question I don't know the answer to, but I guess it's possible. In any case, that's Wellington State Park. I was going to call it Antelope Island and make a joke about, wow, I can see Antelope Island from here. And if anybody is actually listening to this and knows where Antelope Island is, there's no way you could see Antelope Island from here. Obviously, duh, it was just a joke. Because Antelope Island is in the Great Salt Lake in the state of Utah. So here we go. Trail up the rock. Interesting. I love when this happens. This is just cool stuff. Here's the view after you go up that rock. Holy crap. Whew. There's that big barn again. Big white barn. I saw that from Bear Mountain, which is, you know, a couple miles up that way. White caps on Bristol Lake. And this part, that is an island separated from the mainland over there. And if you get too close to the edge, you die. So, actually, if you fall from here, you may survive that first fall if you can grab something and prevent yourself from falling any further. But you'll probably have something broken, like your neck or your back or a leg. Wow, this is, man, I thought the view from Bear Mountain was fantabulous, but this is stupentastic. So I'm walking backwards. Here's where I'm not totally watching where I'm walking. I just can't get enough of this. This is what the mountains up here. The further you get north from Concord, the mountains start getting bigger. As you can see, down near Concord, there's some sporadic mountains here and there. Sporadic mountains. And some of them will give you a good 1,000, 1,200 foot elevation gain. But those hikes, those hills, they're not as common. This is a red trail. I'm not going down red. Yellow must be up here. I also see a blue up here. I'm looking for yellow. I gotta figure that out. Anyway, God, this is beautiful. This is just beautiful. Yeah, the mountains, when they get bigger and bigger, the further north you go into central New Hampshire and eventually into northern New Hampshire, you're gonna get so many places with views that are just like this or better. But you may not actually get many that are better because, well, and that's subjective, of course. But with this lake here, to me, that just helps make it absolutely more amazing. Wow, look at this. Why didn't I come down here sooner? Ledge. Nice big ledge area here, man. You can just sit and have lunch if the fly mosquitoes aren't too bad. So yeah, that's Wellington State Park. That's the beach. A marina area up that way. I think it's all private though. You have to live here to have the privilege of keeping your boat there. All right. We've had enough of this view. This is gorgeous, ain't it? I mean, I haven't had enough of it now, but I mean, I want to get on. I want to get on with the trail. All right, I gotta go find a yellow blaze. Here we go. Okay, I picked up the yellow again, and just like Bear Mountain, you've got the view to both sides. When you get to a certain height in a certain area, I mean, it's not as spectacular, but that's a big house. That's weird. Must have an awesome view though. So, I don't know, I'm just snowshoe. It must be for, you know, where it's flatter. And you don't have to step up rocks. You can't really step up big rocks in snowshoes. So here's yellow again. Like I said, I'm back on the yellow. And you get the view to the east of the lake. You get the view to the west of more mountains over there. And you have to navigate down the rock, which is all dry now. It rained a pretty good amount for a very short amount of time. And that would be a little treacherous if it's wet. And wow, this is all right. Yeah, so I gotta put the phone away. Can you tell how that goes down? It's like a chute. Oh man, if it was, yeah, it's like a chute. Skiing, when you get a little narrow area that you gotta ski down, very narrow, you can maybe barely do a step turn. That's what this is sort of like. All right, phone in pocket, hiking down. Did I say hiking down? The first part of it I had to like climb down. Here's the side of the mountain, and just a few seconds ago the wind was just ripping on this side. Yes, as I am now on the western side of the mountain, yellow blazing on. Very similar to the backside of Bear Mountain. You come up one side on the east, and for a short time you cross over and go to the west, where you get that other view. But anyway, a lot of rock, a lot of interesting places to make the trail go. Very cool. This has been a bunch of downhill and a bunch of downhill ahead for going up to Big Sugarloaf. But sometimes to get up, you've got to first go down. I was wondering where the next yellow blaze is. I couldn't find it for a second. This is a big uphill. I mean, it's not that big, but I mean, a little bit of a scramble up the rocks there, but we're going along this ledge here. What? I was thinking, I'm going down that way. I see the trail. But that's red. Yellow. Say what? Alright, that's funky. This is kind of unique. It's not like it's absolutely totally uncommon in the world, but it's the first section of trail like that I've encountered. That is just too cool. Could have come straight up there somehow. But whoever routed this trail has routed it this way. Ha 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 ha. It's Woody Woodpecker. Haven't seen one of those in a while. There was one trail that I was on. Me forgets where. Man, there was a whole bunch of them in one tree. A whole bunch of them. So somehow, this is bizarre. I thought I was on the western side of the mountain, but somehow I came back to this side. I wasn't paying attention. There's the lake again. Yellow blazing on. Back to some yellow and oranges. I don't know what the orange is, as it's not really my concern today. I am just here for the yellows. I think I also see the red again up there. Like if I needed to know, then I could look it up. As long as I have El Interneto out here, I'd be fine. Goose Pond, Wellington State Park. And then here's my trail here. Yellow. I think I'm still headed toward Big Sugarloaf. I was about to see if I had service, and I was going to check my status and see where I am, how far I have left to go. But I came across the sign, so I'm gonna put my faith in the yellow blazes and the sign, and I'm gonna believe that I am still on my way to Big Sugarloaf. Here we go. Reflector, yellow blazing on. Uphill. Yippee-ki-yay. Another uphill section. We are definitely going up to Big Sugarloaf. Okay, so this is another first for me. Rest area. I've been to rest areas like on the interstate, you know. I'm guessing probably everyone has. But a rest area on the trail. Hey man, I don't really even see anywhere to really rest. So, me thinks you lying. So this is probably gonna loop back up to the yellow, but I'm gonna stick to the yellow. Climb this bit of rock, and we'll be yellow blazing that way. I just came up past this rock, and here's a sign on it. Garden of Gethsemane. Garden of Gethsemane. Semane. Semane. Garden of Gethsemane. I think that's how you say it. Here we go. Yellow blazing up the more rock. 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 Up the rock. Yellow blazing on. So I didn't get that far, but here's where that little loop comes out. But I like this way better. But of course I haven't really been up the loop, so I can't really say. It's not fair. You don't say you don't like something until you've actually experienced it. I hate when people do that. Well, I hate The Rise of Skywalker. I haven't even seen it yet, but I hate it. Okay, schmuck. Whatever. I just lost the trail coming around that tree. There's nothing up that way. Kind of a trail here. You can barely see the next yellow over there. Okay, it winds. It's almost like a lot of people climb the Elwell trail just to get up to the ledges, to have that view of the lake. But how many continue on and want to climb more hills to get to Big Sugarloaf? Obviously, a few, but that view is worth the hike just to that alone. And it's not as difficult as what I'm facing right now, which isn't really difficult, but it's uphill. Here we go. Chipmunk, loud like a bird. It's interesting how similar a chipmunk is to a bird. Haven't seen any chipmunks today. It's like the first time. More uphill. Getting up there now. Gonna be a good view if there's a big clearing. This has been a lot of uphill. And I'll be honest, not being in great shape, I gotta stop every like half a minute. And I don't stop for long. I mean, it could be only 5 to 10 seconds, honest to God. Honest to Buddha, honest to Allah. But, I go for a half a minute to a minute, and I gotta stop. I'm just dying. Gotta get in shape. No reflectors. So I'm guessing those were only to guide people up to that awesome viewing area, which I'm beginning to think that was Little Sugarloaf, and I missed the link trail to bypass that. But if that's the case, then I'm perfectly happy with it. It's going to make the hike a little longer, I think. But to have that view, that was fantastic. Absolutely worth it. Bit of an open spot here for a bit of a view. It's spectacular. I think Newfound Lake, sorry. I might have said Bristol Lake earlier. I meant Newfound Lake. I think Newfound Lake is one of the prettiest in the state. Of course, that is subjective. And there are a lot of awesome lakes over in the lakes region. This is not the lakes region, but it's pretty close by. Alright, losing the view. Back up the hill. If the best view is 350 feet, that can't be the summit. Actually, it could be. No, we're definitely a little bit higher over here. So I don't know why that cairn is back there. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me that the cairn would be there to potentially mark the summit. The summit could be here, or maybe a foot or two higher over there. I have not walked 350 feet, though, that's for sure. Let's see what we get. I need to put a sign at the top of every summit to let you know you are at the summit. Check this out. Is that all woodpecker? That's amazing. It's like a slot. That is pretty cool. So, this may be the highest point. And if that area earlier was little Sugarloaf, it was definitely better than this. Even though you're higher here, I'd say Little Sugarloaf is definitely better. But it's a nice strenuous climb up here. It's good exercise. And you know, the fly mosquitoes are basically zero at the moment because of the wind. This is just gorgeous. Gorgeous! Bring a lunch. It's like 4:20. If it's 4:20, man, you don't need to bring a lunch. You need to bring something else with you. Like some snacks for after. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like 4:15. You got some nice sun up here. Lots of places to sit, relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy the view. Have yourself a late lunch or a nice snack, some champagne, some brie, Cabernet Sauvignon, you know, some ringdings, some Twinkies, whatever floats your boat. Bring it up in a backpack, or hell, man, just carry it in your hand. I don't care how you get it up here. Have it dropped in via helicopter, man. Have it airlifted in, man. Airdropped. Have it airdropped. And then have your lunch and your snack up here. That would be freaking awesome. Check that boat out. Boat. Alright. Wind just died for the moment, and the fly mosquitoes are starting to tick me off. So I would imagine this is the end of the line to Big Sugarloaf. However, yellows do go this way. into the woods. Let me check things out here and see where I'm at. Have a drink, have a cocktail, a beer, Bud Light, or maybe a Guinness. Considering I have neither, I'm out of luck. Gatorade Zero. I think it's got sucralose. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got sucralose. It's just got 1 gram of carbs from sucralose. Only 50 calories. I've barely had any of it. Haven't needed it. But that's what I brought with me to drink in case I was getting thirsty. Need a little energy, a little protein. Flying at mosquitoes. All right, I'm gonna drink some of this and then check things out and probably head back soon. The view again. All right, so I just checked things out and it said, I believe it said that I am not at the summit of Big Sugarloaf. That it's a little bit this way, but I'm having a hard time believing this. Technically the Yellow Blaze is not a trail just for Big Sugarloaf. The Yellow Blazes are the Elwell Trail. And the Elwell Trail could keep going on to Bear Mountain, which would make a great hike. Instead of just doing Bear Mountain, go from this parking area here up past Little Sugarloaf, Big Sugarloaf, and then on to Bear Mountain. Add an extra 1.7 miles. Actually, you're gonna add an extra 3.4 miles if it's just an out and back. I swear to God, they need freaking Uber Air. Why do they not have Uber Air yet? I mean, with Uber Air, helicopter comes, drops a ladder, you get on, boom, take you down to the parking lot. All right, beautiful view. Let me check the map again. Okay, hike back down. I'm gonna check out the short little red blazed rest area loop. It's not that long, but why not check it out? I wonder why anyone would have even thought about having this little side trail here. It doesn't seem like it has any necessary point to it. But we'll see. All right, I think on the map, this is a green trail that says Vista Trail. I am not pretty sure, but that's my guess. And on the hike up here, you know, I never saw any side trail saying green Vista, but that's what it is on the map. And maybe that's where we be right now. Look at that vista. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, not much here. Let's go see what it looks like on this side. Maybe this side's better. Place your bets. Let's go up. Place your bets. Thank you for playing. This isn't really a red trail. It's more like almost a mauvish pinkish. Except I don't know where the heck it is. Regroup. All right, and we're back on the known trail, except here's a side excursion. Maybe this is the actual vista that the trail is named after, at least on the map. Why it's called rest area loop, I don't know, but you know, you could consider it a rest area before climbing that mountain to get up to Big Sugarloaf, because that mountain's not fun. It's a lot of uphill, and this would be a good place to rest before you head up that mountain. So it kind of makes sense. Oh look, there's a house down there. How wildernessy. However, this is definitely probably the vista. Like I was saying, this is probably the vista that the trail on the map is named after. Not bad. The clouds making shadows on the hills. 'Tis beautiful. It's about 5 p.m. here in mid to late May. Technically this is Alexandria, New Hampshire. The funny thing about Alexandria, New Hampshire is there's like no stores, no restaurants here. No little downtown area or anything like that. It's just a lot of woods, basically. Some homes, not a whole lot at all. If there are, man, I don't know where the heck they live. I checked Airbnb, and you can actually Airbnb a place for 3 and somewhere in the woods of Alexandria, New Hampshire. But you want to meet somebody here for a burger or a pizza, that is a 100% impossibility. Unless you're at a private residence. That is Bristol. Wellington State Park is in Bristol. The main road runs along the lake down there. This side of it is Alexandria. That side is Bristol. Flying mosquitoes are starting to bug me, so time to say goodbye to the vista. Goodbye, vista. Back to the mauvish pinkish trail and back to the yellow Elwell, down to the parking lot. Here we go. Did I really just come down this rock? Oh brother, I hate going up. And we're back out onto the yellow. So if anybody watching this was to actually come out here and do this trail, I would definitely recommend the green Vista Trail on the map, or the red Rest Area Trail on the signs that are on the trail itself. Definitely worth it. It's very short. No extra difficulty than what the yellow Elwell Trail is. Definitely worth a little side excursion. I'm usually all about side excursions if they're worth it. Sometimes you don't know if it's worth it, but you want to roll the dice maybe and be like, hey, let's go check that out over there. And if it's not too far, if it's not too difficult, if it ain't no big thing, then go check it out. Side excursions can be well worth it. This wasn't even like the really a true side excursion, because it was marked trail. True side excursion, in my opinion, is when there is no marked trail and you're just going off down there. You're going into there because you want to go check some stuff out. All right, yellow blazing downhill. There's no sign for this trail back there at the fork in the road. The yellow trail goes up the hill over there. But But I guess you can also connect to it from right here. Yellow going that way, back to Little Sugarloaf Mountain and that beautiful view. However, I'm taking this orange. And there's no signs saying what the trail name is or where it's headed, but I have a pretty good idea, and I do have a map downloaded on my phone, so you know, I got things under control. I got this. Flying mosquitoes are swarming and landing on me here. My hair looks so weird. I need to dye it blonde and cut it, of course. Hitting Little Sugarloaf on the way back, I think, would be an awesome payoff to this trail, which I'm not doing today because I decided to go to the right and take this Orange Blaze Trail back in the general direction of the parking lot. And so I will not be seeing the lake again in such a gorgeous way as I did way earlier. That's all right. This view is worth coming back to. This is definitely some kind of access / logging road. I doubt it was a farm road from 150 years ago. This area just doesn't seem like it would have homes because, well, first of all, ain't no rock walls. So yeah, I didn't think that was a trail. I just wanted to make sure. Ain't no rock walls. Rock walls would denote man, I cannot think right now. So this is an interesting spot. You're walking. Looks like you go this way, right? But that also looks like it goes up and down too, doesn't it? But your natural instinct is to keep following the road that way. But there's the next Orange Blaze this way. Well, okay then. Not so super well marked. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. That's all. There's a difference. You can say and not have it be a complaint. Orange blazing on downhill. I just turned off the camera like 5 seconds ago. And with every step, man, I'm getting closer to this water. This is a big pond. It's gorgeous. I think it's officially called Goose Pond. Whew. It's nice. I like it. Well, you probably get a... I think the sun will set. I don't know which end. I should look at a map and I could tell, but I wonder if you could sit out here and get a great sunset over the lake or pond, and then, you know, head back as it's starting to get dark. Maybe. Look at that. Now the sun is coming through the clouds. That's beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Me likey. Me say bye-bye. I'm walking backwards up a rocky trail. You know I'm going to trip and fall. I just want to keep looking at the pond though. Once again, bye. 5 seconds after I turn the camera off, You could have kept walking down the trail, but somebody wanted to route it that way to get a view of the pond. I get it. Makes sense. Continuing on. This again, stay on trail or stay home. No. Trail camera in use. Obey or we risk losing this trail. I'm sorry, but I'll freaking do what I want, man. If I want to scramble off trail, I'll scramble off trail. Trail camera in use. Yeah, right. That is an absolute lie. Trail camera in use. There is no trail camera out here. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Beautiful. I'm being swarmed. Gotta keep moving. I'm being swarmed. So this is not the prettiest trail, but it gets you that view of the pond. So that's definitely worth it there. However, this is much different than a nice, lovely trail through the woods. But like I said, it gets you where you need to go. And it gets you the view of the pond. Orange blazing on, even though I don't see one. All right. Fly mosquitoes. Here's where I was earlier. That's where I came from. Just now. Heading down. And so, here we be at the end of the hike. I guess it's not really the end yet. I'm still moving. I wonder if I should have been up here. It's locked. Look at this. Look at this. That's probably for snowmobiles. So, good hike. May the force be with those hikers. Woo! There's a house not too far away. Maybe down over yonder. I got a charcoal grill going, man. Oh, I'm walking right towards the smell. The wind is blowing right in my face. It smells so freaking good. Woo! So that was a great hike. That was a great hike on whatever trail that was. Elwell Trail. See, there's the sign right there. I walked right by it earlier. I didn't even see it. I didn't walk by it coming back because I came around that side. But there it is, the Elwell Trail. Boom, that's where I went up. That's where a couple hikers just started going up. They'll be back, I don't know how high up they're going, but they'll be back in an hour and a half or two. Oh man, Sugarloaf Ridge and Goose Pond Conservation Area. So, here, yellow, this one, no, this one. Oh, which one? Elwell, yellow. Up. Yellow. Yellow. See, I was going to go this way. I was going to go that way. But I missed the turn. And I'm glad I did. Because I went up the little Sugarloaf. That's where that ledge was. Where you had the outstanding view of the lake. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't go this way. Or you could go this way. But when you come back, hit Little Sugarloaf on the way back. That would be a good plan too. Either way, you come up here, hit Little Sugarloaf. It's absolutely worth it. That was a beautiful view too. So, sun sets in the west. And I'm not sure where I saw the trail. But if you can get a good sunset there, that would be awesome. Alright, thank you very much, Sugarloaf Ridge and Goose Pond Conservation Area. Is this my glove? No, it's only got 3 fingers. That's like for an alien on Star Trek. It's goofy. Need some water? Pay here. I told you, you don't take credit cards, so bite me. Alright, thank you very much, Sugarloaf Ridge and Goose Pond Conservation Area. Did I ever say that? I think I already said that. Check out this rock. How did this rock get so flat on top? This is amazing. It's like, look at this. It's super flat. That is wild. Oh my God, that charcoal grill is driving me crazy. That smells so good. You bastards. All right, time to go. Nice sized parking lot. Whew. I'll be back. May the force be with you, always.